Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for Saturday the 30th of December. Well, let's get straight into it. It's quite simple. It's just an each way lucky 15. The racing is really poor. I didn't realise this before I said I'd make the video, but there are four horses that I do like the look of, and I shall go into them now. The football bet or football tips will be in the description and the first comment for those of you that are interested. It will be a dinner time kickoff, an afternoon kickoff, and an evening kickoff. So let me get straight into it. So the first selection is Fair Cash at 15-2 in the 135 at Taunton, paying 4 places instead of 3. I've gone for this horse because I like the look of it, but the reason why I like the look of it is because it's consistent. It always seems to be threatening the places. I don't think it's a great race, and it just seems to be running okay and consistent. So I've gone for that reason. I do like the Joe Tizard angle of it, and I think it's got an okay chance. That's basically it, really. The second selection is Striking a Pose at 14-1 in the 225 at Newbury, paying 5 places instead of 3. I do like this horse as a dark horse angle. It's a second run off a wind operation. Most recently, it's been preferring to run on either good to firm, that was only once by the way, and good ground, and it seems to be running okay-ish on it. I don't think that the Wincanton track and heavy ground suited this horse last time, and I think coming off a wind operation that would have really tested and opened up its lungs, like it wouldn't have liked that those conditions for that run, but it still ran okay. It was relatively prominent, it lost its place, then it ran on again. I do think it'll come on massively for the run. I do prefer, the ground is currently good to soft at Newbury. I think it will prefer this ground. I think there's a little bit of rain knocking around, but not enough to change the ground. I think the ground will be good to soft come post time. So I do think at 14-1, it's got a decent chance. The third selection is Henry's Friend at 5-1 in the 335 at Newbury, paying 4 places instead of 3. And then finally, Mumayaz at 6-1 in the 415 at Wolverhampton, paying 4 places instead of 3. Most recently campaigning over 6 furlong. I think it's ready for the step up back up to 7 furlong. It has run absolutely fine over 7 furlong. There are a few horses that are prominent in the betting that have got higher draws, but also a combination. Sometimes the draw might not be that bad, but a couple of them have also won recently. So not only are they carrying a penalty, they've got a slightly wider draw. Don't get me wrong, some of the horses that have won last time are drawn something like 8, 9 or 10. It's not an impossible draw, it's just a bit of an inconvenience. But there are horses that are fancied that are drawn slightly wider. This horse, I believe, can't remember now, I think it's either drawn 4 or 6. I think it's 4, but it will race prominently. Also, it's number 1. It's the best horse in the race. It's running well, and I think it will be hard to beat. I think if it gets a prominent position, probably no worse than third, either tucked in on the rail or, I won't say pressing the leader, tracking the leader in second, about a length behind, just slightly 1 horse width from the leader. I'd be more than happy with that. If it's held up last, I don't fancy it. It needs to be prominent and make the most of its draw. So those are the 4 selections. I think the next selection will probably New Year's Day. So the very best of luck. Happy New Year, everybody. The football bet, as I said, will be in the description. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.